Okay. The question is how do we stigmatize this one? Okay. I think it's really through education, and it starts really not in the women, but I mean not on the woman at the stage alone. Okay. It should start with elementary and high school actually. If you are able to educate the adolescents, which is actually the target for the primary vaccination of 9 to 15, then we're better off simply because they're more aware of how to contract and not to contract the HPV. They would be able to avoid risk-taking behavior that would make them better protected. And I think that's the best way to approach the issue. The second one is, I think, we need to do more in terms of education of our healthcare personnel only, to make them make this as a movement. Okay, cervical cancer is, compared to hepatitis, liver carcinoma, is the only preventable cancer so far. So we have a way to answer it. The first question actually was the 70 years, because if we do not do something now, it will take us another 70 to 100 years to fully eliminate cervical cancer. And that means that over this time, there are already 12 deaths every day for this one.
If I may just add,
To go ahead.
That's a very good question, because actually there even is a global movement now led by a group based in UK known as NOMAD, or No One is an Island, because precisely of the question that they pose, and they're part of those advocating for universal vaccination rather than just gender-based.
Yeah.
But the reason for that, when it was explained, was that, as was mentioned, the incidence of cervical cancer, as well as the incidence of deaths from cervical cancer, is much higher than the combined incidence of deaths of HPV-related in males, which can be in the anal, in the penis, in the area of your throat. Although women can also have those other HPV-related cancers, and not just the men. So that's the reason why there has been that focus as well, because they would like to see an integrated model. There's been so much emphasis on breast cancer in the past years, not enough on cervical cancer, but as mentioned earlier, it's now the second in women leading cause of death. So what's actually being emphasized and encouraged now is an integrated model where if the woman goes for breast checkup, they can also do cervical cancer checkup, and vice versa. But really, media will be a big help in saying that hindi lamang sakit ng babae ang cancer na galing sa HPV, ang lalaki rin. And we need men as well to understand this, because they become very powerful champions and spokespersons. So really, it's men and women working together to eliminate cervical cancer.